Something, something, I forgot the words. Da, da. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to record the intro.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Hi guys, Lady Ethne here, and if you've been following my social medias at all, especially Tumblr, you'll probably know that I participated in Shipbruary again. And just like last time, I thought I'd record a video about it. So we're doing that again, and it's the same as last time. I drew 29 ships, even though there's only 28 days. And while I didn't finish it during the month of February, I still completed the challenge, so I thought I'd make a video for it. So yeah, let's not beat around the bush, let's just get started with this. Okay, so first off, you can probably tell that the audio is a lot more echoey than normal, and there's a good reason for it. So the room I record everything in, well, my bedroom, is getting renovated at the moment. And I thought I'd take advantage of the acoustics in here for once and just record the Shipbruary video in here. It probably is gonna sound terrible when I edit this, but still I thought I'd give it a try. And please let me know if this is terrible or if you want more echoey videos like this. And just like Genshin 2025, I used colored pencils, brush pens, regular pencils, and these little ink things. So I'm not going to show off the art supplies I use because most of it you can just buy at Walmart or just buy at your local grocery store or whatever. It's really not expensive stuff. We're just going to be mostly looking at the art and the ships. And one more thing before we actually get started on the ships. I'm recording this in the afternoon, so if you hear any footsteps or anything loud, that's going to be my family. Also, it's raining outside, so yeah, let's get started. Okay, so for day one, I did Oswald and Hortensia. And I'm honestly kind of surprised I didn't do them last time because they're my favorite Disney couple. Like, they're not the most deep thing in the world or like the prettiest romance, but I just think they're cute. Sue me. And I decided to draw them dancing because I thought that was cute. Art-wise, it looks alright. Like, the coloring's not the best, but I think this one turned out okay. Yeah, I don't think this video is going to be nearly as long as Genshin-tober. Oh yeah, so before I talk about them, just with this, is I decided to just use two colored pencils, one for each character, and a regular pencil for the coloring, and then just a brush pen for the outline, similar to what I did for Genshin-tober. But I'm allowed to use the color that I picked for the other person on the other person. So you'll see a lot of mixing and matching of two colors, but still, it's just two colored pencils and a regular pencil for the coloring. That's it. Okay. So for day two, we did Pomni and Gummy Goo. I know I did Pomni and Kane last time, but I'm a multi-shipper and episode 2 of Digital Circus had not come out at that point, so Gummy Goo did not even exist. I think, well, okay, he did exist, but he wasn't in an episode, and darn it, these two are cute. They're my favorite Digital Circus ship. I decided to draw Pomni's outfit based off of my favorite Decolina song, Heart a la Mode, which I'll leave a link into the description because it is so underrated. Y'all need to listen to Heart a la Mode. It's like one of my favorite Vocaloid songs. And I just drew Gummy Goo in a suit. Line art-wise, it's a bit messy, but once again, this one turned out okay. I'm kind of surprised I'm saying that, because like, a lot of these are gonna get messy real fast, but still. That was day 2. Okay, for day 3 is... It's not my favorite ship on this list, it's near the bottom, but I still think it's cute, and that is the MC from Doki Doki Literature Club, and Sayori. Like, gosh darn it, I miss Doki Doki Literature Club so much. I watched the Game Grubs play it earlier this month, and just like, I miss this game so much. Y'all have no idea. Like, it was the start of my love for indie games, and I need to replay it. And for the ship itself, like, it's cute. It's definitely my favorite of the MC ships. And not gonna lie, MC is a little underrated as a character. Like, he's definitely not the deepest thing in the world, but he's a lot better than other dating game protagonists. he's alright. So, I think posing-wise, this one's alright, but Sayori's hand looks a little wonky, and coloring looks alright too. That's kind of how most of these turned out, alright. So yeah, that was day 3. Oh, got to the funky ones. So, for day 4, I did Veronica and JD from my favorite musical of all time, Heathers. I'm kind of surprised I haven't made a full cover of one of the songs yet. I have like 2 or 3 recorded, but I haven't actually finished editing them or anything. This one looks wonky. I'm sorry, I did not do them justice, which is a shame because they're like my second favorite musical couple. Yes, they're toxic, but they have chemistry, and that's kind of all I care about. I just think they're very fascinating to watch, especially JD. This really does look wonky. Like, the hand looks wonky. JD really looks wonky. It's just not very good. Veronica looks alright, except for her hand. Like, what is this? I'm not a fan of this one, even though I love this ship. I did not do them justice. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Okay, this one's actually kind of cute. Okay, for day 5, I did Sonic and Amy and Shadow. But Sonic 3 got me back into my Sonic phase, and it made me into a Shadow fan, which is a sentence 14-year-old me would have not believed. Like, somehow, as an adult, I'm only now going into my edgy phase, which is something that probably should have happened in middle school, but didn't. And so all my favorite characters are darker than they would have been when I was younger. And I really like Sonic and Amy. They've always been one of my favorites. They're not my favorite Sonic ship. That would be Tailsmo, but I did them last year, so we did Sonic and Amy this time. And spoiler for Sonic 3, Amy appears in the post-credit scene, and I just think that they're gonna have like a lot of potential in this universe, especially if they do Amy correctly. And for art-wise, this is probably one of the better ones. Like, decided to draw them based off of the movie version, and I think I did all right, but part of the hands looks off. That's gonna be a common theme. The hands look wonky. And I had the idea of doing third wheel Shadow. Like, I have a headcanon that Shadow ships on Amy really aggressively, but it's only to annoy the crap out of Sonic. I just think that's funny.
'Cause it'll make you mad, and that's funny.
So yeah, this one turned out alright. Did Sonic. Okay. Day 6 is Lady Noir, Adrian, I don't know. I think it's the same ship. I haven't actually watched the show, but from my perspective, it's the same ship. I know everyone's gonna correct me, but like, I don't know what I did here. But yeah, I did Lady Noir. Let's just say it's Lady Noir. I did Lady Noir, and this was kind of requested from my sister, who's a big fan of the show, and is definitely gonna kill me after I said it's the same ship. It just looks like the same ship to me. And this one turned out alright. Like, I think I could have maybe done the parallels a bit better, and I like the way the eyes turned out. I was really worried because I am terrible at drawing in mass, and the hands also look wonky, which is definitely a theme at this point. But this one turned out alright, even though it's a ship I have very neutral feelings towards. Ooh, this is a throwback. For day 7, I did Sans Xtorial, as that talks a lot, X listens meme format. This one's probably one of the better ones. Though I draw Toriel different every time I draw her, I cannot get her to be consistent, even though I draw Sans exactly the same every time I draw him. Sans is definitely one of the easiest characters to draw in this entire sketchbook. It's probably not as popular as it used to be, but I still think Soriel's cute. Sue me. So yeah, that was day 7. Okay. Oh yikes. Not really saying that for the order of the ship, just day 8 I did Odysseus and Penelope, and they're modeled to be inspired off of that one Overly Sarcastic Productions video, and I'll leave a link to that in the description. And this is the one I kind of regret doing, but also not, because like, I liked them earlier in the Odyssey, but I hadn't actually listened to Epic the Musical. I just read the Odyssey last year, so I liked them all okay for a 2,000-year-old ship. But This was not originally supposed to be about Epic the Musical, but earlier in March, I listened to Epic the Musical for the first time, and it was alright. It was pretty good. Like, I can see why people obsess over it, but to me it's just, I like it. It's good, but it's not gonna give me brain rot. Which is why I kind of regret doing this ship, because I like the Odyssey and I like Epic alright, but I have like no strong feelings toward this ship, and I feel like I could have drawn a different ship instead, because there's a lot I left off this list, especially when we get to the later stuff. Art-wise, it's alright. Like, I think I figured out how to draw hands alright, and the designs are cute. So, yeah, that is Odysseus and Penelope, and I seriously doubt there's going to be any Epic fan art on this channel. Maybe a cover, and that's a big maybe. There are so many other musicals I need to get to first. Oh yeah. Day 9, I did Teto x Pico. This is a rare pair that, if y'all remember, I was gonna be a part of a multi-editor project that got canceled, and I did my part based off of Pico x Teto. And fun fact, somebody commented in that video that they really wanted to make Teto x Pico fan art, but they didn't post anywhere. And now they have a Tumblr, which I will leave the link in the description, and go follow them if you want more Teto x Pico art, because they are carrying this ship on their backs, God bless them. And anyway, back to the art itself. I just think that the idea of a bubbly Utaru that got converted into synth B, like old school but now new school, dating a very professionally made voice bait stuck in 2010. I just think there's a lot of potential there. And I did them as the I heard people are shipping us to wear meme, because I had canon that Teto is not very smart, God bless her. So and a lot of people liked this one, which it's one of the better made pieces in this sketchbook, and I think it turned out pretty good. I don't really see any big things I need to critique with this one, so yeah. That was Teto x Pico. Oh yes! Sorry, I am obsessed with these two dorks. I love them so much. For day 10, I did Elphaba and Fiyero, and they are my musical OTP. Just like out of all the musicals I've seen, granted I haven't seen a ton, but out of all the musicals I've seen, they're my favorite couple. Just spoilers for Wicked Part 2. The fact that he kept waiting. Sorry, I just realized that. For Elphaba, and the fact that he gave everything up for her, and she doesn't think she's worthy, but he still thinks she's beautiful, and then it gets reversed at the end where she thinks he's beautiful even though he's a scarecrow, and oh my gosh, I love him so much. Okay. For the art, Elphaba is based off of Cynthia Erivo, and Fiyero is based off of Jonathan Bailey, but the costume for Fiyero is based off of the musical, and Elphaba's dress is based off of a dress that Jessica Vosk wore in a random picture I found of her. Jessica Vosk is a queen, by the way. I love her too. Art-wise, this one's alright. The coloring needs a bit of work. I'm not very good with black. Like, making black good with black line art is something I'm not very good at. So, yeah. And the hands still look wonky. I can't draw hands. But other than that, this looks alright. It looks like... Oh yeah! Okay, so for February 11th, I did Lloyd X Yor from Spy Family. I freaking love Spy Family. It's my favorite anime at the moment. Actually, yeah, it's just my favorite anime in general. I need to read the manga. I bought some volumes at Walmart, but it is so good in so many ways. It's my comfort show. I drew your, like, keep your hands off my baby girl. I saw a picture with it with, like, Anya and Damien, who I probably should have done too, but I didn't. And I don't know where it came from. I couldn't tell if it was fan art or if it was from the manga, but still, I thought it was funny. And, of course, I drew a little Anya. And I love the facial expressions I did for this one. Am I allowed to brag about my facial expressions? And the coloring on your looks a bit wonky, and the line art on your Lloyd, looks a bit weird, but other than that, this is probably one of the better ones. It's definitely the funniest. Okay. Ooh, okay. Sorry. For day 12, I did Ravio and Hilda, and art-wise, this is probably like one of the best ones. Like, I think I did pretty good on the coloring, and the line art's not perfect, but it's not like egregiously bad like some of the other ones. And it's like, this one's art-wise looks pretty good, but about the ship, like, they've always been one of my favorite Zelda ships. It's like Z-Link, but somehow even more tragic. I just think that's fascinating and also really fluffy and angsty. Like, that's a theme I've noticed with a lot of ships. If you can have both fluff and angst, I am sold. Yeah, I just really like them, and I think they're really underrated. Like, I was shocked when I discovered that not a lot of people ship them, especially nowadays, but they're so underrated, so. Yeah, that was Ravio x Zelda. Okay, go play A Link Between Worlds. That's like one of the best Zelda games. Okay. For day 13, I did Alistair and Rosie. And I still do not get the Vivzy Pops makes overly complicated character designs. Mainly because these guys are the easiest to draw. Like, it's not even a competition. Maybe Oswald was easier, but like, they were not that hard to draw, like, at all. And I'm gonna be honest, I maybe wanted to do a hell of a boss skip, but like, the more I thought about it, the more I came to the conclusion that I'm just not a fan of hell of a boss. I like it sometimes, and other times I don't like it, so I think I can conclude I'm just not a fan of that show. And for Hazbin, like, I'm not nearly as obsessed with it as I was in the past. Heck, I don't even think I love it that much anymore, but I still like it. And this is the only ship I actually care about because, once again, these are the only two characters in Husk that I care about. And I just think they're cute. Let's ignore the leaks. I just think they're cute and have a lot of potential. And art-wise, the color is actually pretty good. Okay, it's not good, but like, it's aight. Though, Alistair looks a little funky. I'm not really a fan of the way I drew Alistair, but Rosie looks cute. So, yeah, I like Radio Rose. So, that was day 13. Okay. For Valentine's Day, I did Newbie Furry. Let's go. They are in my top 5 favorite ships at this point. I love them so freaking much. And I know there was 1,000 different ways people headcanon their relationship, but I love them so much as a romantic couple. Like, the Eternal Dragon learning to love humanity through Fossilor's humanity, I love them. Also, once again, I headcanon Fossilor to be the biggest newbie furry shipper. That just makes sense to me. And, gonna be honest, considering how much I love the ship, this one did not turn out well. Like, I did one other Genshin ship, and that one turned out way better than this one. Just because the line art looks really funky, and the coloring's not the best. And just like the art in general isn't the best, so I need to draw more of them, and I would. But Genshin character designs are complicated, and I'm still burnt out from Genshin-tober, even though that was like a few months ago. So I want to draw them more, but I'll probably have to change their outfits. And for Farina's dress, it's actually based off of a dress that I wore, because when I was sketching it out, I wanted to put her in a dress, so I just put her in mine. And Nuvola's not wearing a suit because it is a pain to draw. God bless the Nuvola birthday art, so I don't have to draw a stupid suit. Yeah, so that was day 14. Maybe very my beloved. Ooh. Okay, so for day 15, I did Almond Silica, and I am kind of shocked that I didn't do them last year, because they're my favorite Fire Emblem couple. And I need to replay the Fire Emblem games. They are so good. And so I did them cosplaying Link and Zelda from Skyward Sword, because they kind of have a similar vibe there as Link and Zelda from Skyward Sword. And Z-Link is not anywhere in this sketchbook, so this is the Z-Link crumbs y'all get. And this one turned out alright, other than the hands, they look wonky. Yeah, I don't have a lot of thoughts on this one. So, yeah, that was Almond Silica. Okay. Oh no. Okay, so for day 16, we did Jin and Zuko. And I wanted to do another Avatar ship, but at the same time, I didn't really have any strong opinions of about any Avatar ship except for Katang. But then I remembered that the Bossing Say episode, and I was like, oh yeah, Jin and Zuko. I don't know, that segment was cute, and I can totally see them being a thing in the future, especially what happened with May. And like, she does not know that he was the prince of the Fire Nation, so I think her like looking at the Fire Lord for the first time and being like, "Lay?" is so silly. They're silly, they're cute, I like them. Artwork wise, I feel like I could have done Zuko a bit better, but Jin looks alright, it looks a bit off proportion wise. But anyway, that was day 16. Okay, this one needs an explanation. In Animal Crossing New Leaf, I had the Link amiibo and I summoned Wolflink as a villager, and he was basically my Animal Crossing crush because I also had a crush on Link. And basically at this point, my New Leaf villager and Wolflink are dating. Like, it's not negotiable. He keeps sending me chocolates on Valentine's Day. He keeps sending me letters even though I haven't touched New Leaf since like last year. And I still think they're cute, even though that's a self-insert of myself, but let's just say it's a self-insert of my younger self. Art-wise, this one's actually probably one of the better ones, even though the line art here looks a bit weird, but other than that, this looks pretty alright. Okay. For day 18, I did Tamaki and Haruhi from Oran High School Host Club. That show, while probably having some weird elements, like, it aged a lot better than I thought it was going to. I thought it was just okay when I was younger, and then I rewatched it, and it's like the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I need to finish it. I have yet to actually finish it. But yeah, I think they're cute. I haven't actually read the mangas, even though I know they get together, but I just thought they were cute in the anime, and this was kind of inspired by Emma Richu because she wanted to do like role reverse Tamaki and Haruhi, and I did the same thing, but Haruhi's giving Tamaki the rose from the logo. I just think that's cute. And not gonna lie, this one's a bit wonky. The coloring looks weird, and the pose looks alright, but just parts of it are throwing me off a bit. This one I like the idea, the execution's a bit weird. So yeah, that was day 18. I think this is our first Pixar couple. So for day 19, I did Ember and Wade because darn it, Elementals is cute. I think it's an adorable movie, and I want Pixar to make more rom-coms because they did a good job with this one. And I just think that they are really cute together. I kind of drew Wade as a clingy BF and then Ember just rolling with it because it's kind of just me and my boyfriend because he's very clingy. I love him though. And like art-wise and line art-wise, this looks alright, but the coloring is definitely not doing it any favors. But, this one's okay. That was day 19. Okay, so for day 20, we get to the ship of a film I've never actually seen. But I wanted to do Ghibli, so we did Shizuku and Seiji from Whisper of the Heart. I have never actually seen this film, but I watched State Phyllis's video on this film, and I think that's probably the best video he's ever made. And I will leave a link down to it in the description. And I was inspired by that video to make this art. I just think they're cute, just from what I've seen from that video. And the coloring isn't the best, but I like the poses I made with them, and I still can't draw a violin. But yeah, that was Shizuku and Seiji from Whisper of the Heart. Okay. Ooh, for day 21, because it was Zelda Day, we did Marin and Link from Link's Awakening. These two have so much angst potential and no one takes advantage of it. And like, can y'all make more angsty stuff with these two? Like, this applies to both Zelda ships in the sketchbook, but they are both really underrated and need more love. Especially from a franchise like Zelda. So, yeah, we did Marin and Link, and I gave Marin her seagull wings. I tried to make them look like seagulls, and I was gonna like draw her fading away, but that would have been taking too much of my stupid brain, so I didn't. Marin looks okay, like her hair is a little off, and Link looks alright too. Just, this one's alright. It's not the best, it's not the worst. But still, it's a cute ship. So, I forgot. Oh yeah! This is another one that was inspired by the Game Grumps. So for day 22, I did Little Misfortune and Benjamin. They started playing that game, and I just suddenly remembered that it existed. I haven't played Little Misfortune, but I used to watch a ton of Let's Plays on it when I was younger, and they're adorable. Like, they're just a cute puppy love ship. I like them a lot. To go back, I couldn't find like an exact copy of Benjamin's diary just on a wiki anywhere, so I had to go through a video, but hit him like digging through mushrooms and then her waving at him, and he's like, why does my tummy feel funny? Must be the mushrooms. And I really need to play Little Misfortune. I haven't gotten around to it yet, and I really hope the Game Grumps finish it. So yeah, that's day 22. Sorry, I showed this to my friend and she took a picture of it. Girl, if you're watching this, I love you. So, day 23, we did Shrek and Fiona. Actually, I've been rewatching the Shrek films, and they are like my favorite Dreamworks films. Like, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is my favorite Dreamworks films, but these are pretty close behind. And since we did Puss and Kitty last year, this year we did Shrek and Fiona, because they're pretty underrated as a couple. They need more love, even though they're like 20 years old at this point. So, I'm gonna be honest with the Shrek 5 design. I don't like the redesigns, but I did like Fiona's outfit, so I drew her in that outfit here, and I just tried drawing regular Shrek. Doing the Shrek style, which is like leaning more towards realistic in my style, was definitely interesting. It was both easier in some ways and way harder in others. And so I drew them in the excuse me, he asked for no pickles thing, because they really give out that vibes, because like this ship is low-key girl boss ex male wife, because like Fiona is doing karate and stuff, and there's this scene in the first Shrek film is like I can cook you all the food you want, you just name it. So I thought this would fit. So, and art-wise, it's alright. I think this is probably one of the better ones, even though I messed up the line right there. So yeah, that is Shrek and Fiona. Okay. A lot of people really liked this one. For day 24, I did Dipper X Pacifica. I was gonna do them last year, but I like Rayla and Callum more, so I did them this year instead. I think they're cute. I ship it, I like this one a lot more when I was younger than I do now. And I was not expecting to like do decent at the Gravity Falls style, but I did okay at that style, even though the line art's not great. So yeah, I don't really have much to say on this one. Shoot! Do not fall over, we're almost done. Okay, so for day 25, I did Silver X Blaze. I really wanted to do another Sonic ship, and I remember I really liked these two when I was younger, and I still think they're really cute now. Considering Blaze just kind of dies in Sonic 06, I did the poses based off of Ikama Ide, which is that song about a loved one going away from you. That song's still really pretty. And I like the idea, but the line art's it's just kind of weirding me out, especially Blaze's outline. And though the coloring looks alright. So yeah, that was day 25. Sorry, I know I'm not talking a lot, but I just don't have a lot to say about some of these. Okay, day 26, I did Jack's X Gangle. I know I did Jack's X Ragatha last time, but gonna be honest, it's a cute ship, I'm just not a big fan of it. But this one is toxic. And after episode 4, I totally get the vibes. It doesn't help that Gangle's voice actress kind of keeps reblogging Ribbon, I think it's Ribbon, that's the name of the ship. And that kind of converted me over, just like, okay, I get it, it's toxic, I like it. I have a lot of comedic and angsty potential, and I like that. Like, not every ship on this list is 100% healthy. Like, most of them are, and then you have stuff like this where it's just like, chemistry. Like, shipping is about chemistry, and sometimes chemistry explodes as you inhale the toxic fumes. And this one's definitely one of those because it's definitely not healthy, but I still like it. Art-wise, they look alright, but like I did not do the censor sign correctly or even the text bubble with the outline. But yeah, I don't think it's too hard to mess up digital circus characters. So yeah, that was Jackson Gangle. Okay, these two. I know I just said I don't have a lot to say about some of these. This is the exception. Jafar and Scheherazade from Twisted. Not from Aladdin, because Scheherazade was not in that. Well, she was like in like one sentence. They don't have a lot of screen time in Twisted, but I still think they're adorable, and their song 1001 Nights is probably my favorite. But yeah, I had to draw them because Twisted is probably my second favorite musical now. Like, it's funny, it's heartfelt, the songs are really good. Like, they were way better than I was expecting them to be, and it's such a clever parody while still being a tribute to Disney. And so I drew the main couple from that show, and they both look alright. Like, other than the hands, because good lord, I can't really see any major flaws with this one. So yeah, that was day 27. Oh dang, we're almost done. Okay, for day 28, I did Yamiko x Zhongli from Genshin Impact. And even though I definitely like Yuki Furry more, this one art-wise turned out way better. Like, Zhongli's still a pain in the butt to draw, but color-wise and art-wise, this one turned out way better. Even though Zhongli's hair needs some work. But yeah, I was actually inspired to ship them in the first place. Not even to just draw this, but ship them in the first place because of that one Coldplay video. I thought it was silly at first, but then I thought about it and I'm like, wait, no, that makes sense. Like, there's Nonsense Zhongli and the crafty Yamiko, and plus they're like immortals, so they can be together forever. They can kind of be enemies to lovers. I can kind of get the vibe from that. I like both this ship and Zhongli with Aeon actually. I think I like that one more, but I did them for Genshin Tober, so these two are definitely my second favorite Zhongli ship. So yeah, that was day 28. Okay, even though there was only 28 days in February this year, I thought since I did 29 last year, I'd dedicate March 1st to a throwback ship to where we draw a ship we drew last time. And so the throwback I decided for was Red Justice because they are severely underrated. I really don't get why Cocoa Powder and Kana Clover took off, but this one didn't. Just like, I like the idea of Frisk aggressively flirting with a cowboy. These two are like probably the most underrated Undertale ship. I love them so much. And even though I just said that I dedicate March 1st to a throwback, this was not done on March 1st. It was done on April 4th, which means I actually finished the challenge later than Genshin Tober. I plan to get this video out sooner than from like the end of that month that the challenge was supposed to happen and the time the video comes up, because it is April 5th, so it's the day after I finish this, and I don't think it's gonna take too long because I recorded all of Genshin Tober during like right before finals week, so that was a pain, but this is gonna be a lot more chill. But anyway, back to the ship. I think it's cute, and art-wise, I kind of hid Clover, which is why I did the yellow to make it clear. And I kind of decided to do a role reverser from how I regularly draw them, because half of the time I draw Clover getting flustered from Frisk. This time it's Frisk getting flustered from Clover, but for a not flirty reason, he just fell asleep on them. So yeah, that was the last of the ships. And for the rest of the sketchbook, because it's not very big, we got this random doodle of George Washington that I'm not going to explain, moving on, and then just the swatch page. It's tested out different colors, and somebody's being loud over there. So yeah, that was Shipbruary. So yeah, this video is gonna be way shorter than the Genshin Toga one, which thank the heavens, because that took forever to edit and it nearly blew up my computer. So this should be way easier to edit. And like I said earlier, the room I normally record stuff in is getting renovated, and while I kind of like this echoey audio for like chiller stuff like sketchbook tours or just YouTube shorts, I don't really feel comfortable recording a cover in this. It's like I tried doing that for Someday My Prince Will Come and it just did not go well. Like I still wanted to make that cover just for the Snow White release day, but at the same time, like the audio isn't the best. So I'm gonna wait to record anything new until after my room gets done, and so that way the audio quality will be better. So I'll just be editing whatever covers I recorded before the room got renovated, and if I run out of stuff, I'll just be making a lot more synth-based stuff, which is great because I wanted to use Tetra more anyway. So yeah. The next cover I've planned is going to be the full version of All-Star, and so look forward to that. And for Shipbruary and Inktober, not gonna lie, Shipbruary just feels a lot more chill than Inktober. I think it's just because I'm always busy during the month of October, and it's a lot more chill in February. So I may do another Shipbruary because I'm slowly running out of ships, but I'll probably collect some more. So we'll just see where I feel like at next February to where if I do this again or not. And I'm definitely going to do another Inktober because it's tradition at this point. But we'll just see how I am next February to see if I do another one of these. So yeah, look forward to the next video and I will see y'all later. Bye.